It's time for Recipe of the Day. 3 things that I never used to like that other people all seem to like were tartar sauce, burger sauce, like a special sauce on burgers in like fast food restaurants, and then Thousand Island dressing. And I'll even say sometimes the Russian dressing on like Reuben sandwiches, although I think that some restaurants use Thousand Island dressing instead of Russian dressing there. So that could be why. I never liked these things and was always the person asking for like no sauce on their burger or no tartar sauce in restaurants. And then I realized what they have in common. And now I make these things myself without that culprit, and they are so much better. So the thing that they have in common is that they often contain a sweet dill pickle relish, the kind of relish that people put on hot dogs and whatnot. And I don't like sweet relish, so it makes perfect sense that I don't like it in these dressings and sauces. And so I found some dill pickle relish once upon a time, and they just sell it at the regular grocery store, and I bought it and started putting it in my own little version of tartar sauce and my own little version of burger sauce, and now in my own little version of Thousand Island dressing. And let me tell you, game changer. So today I'm telling you how to make the Thousand Island dressing, and the recipe that's on my site does call for sweet pickle relish so that people who come to the site looking for Thousand Island dressing, what they find is what they expect to find. But there is a note in there saying that it's better with the dill pickle relish, and I stand by that so much. It just adds like such a wonderful flavor. The dill, of course, and it's like salty, vinegary, briny, instead of that like fructose corn syrupy fake sweet flavor in the sweet pickle relish, or at least that's what it tastes like to me. Like you've squirted just like sugar on cucumbers. I don't like it. It's okay if you like it. We can like different things. I just don't like it. And if you're like so-so on it, or you just want to try something new, grab the dill pickle relish and put it on everything. You will love it. Okay, so that is why I make my own Thousand Island dressing and Russian dressing and tartar sauce and burger sauce. It's because of the relish. But what is Thousand Island dressing? So it actually originated in the Thousand Islands region between the US and Canada. And it's a pretty basic mixture of mayonnaise, ketchup, that relish, and some other seasonings, a little bit of hot sauce. So it's just kind of like flavored up mayonnaise and ketchup. If you've had shrimp cocktail or prawn cocktail in England and the UK, they use something quite similar to this instead of our horseradish sauce. They call it Mary Rose sauce. So it's very similar to that if you've had that before. It's also similar to mayo ketchup, which is that Puerto Rican sauce that you get on just about everything when you are there, or at least when I was in San Juan the few times that I've been there. That is what's on everything, mayo ketchup. So it is like that, but with a particular set of seasonings and flavors. Now, since this is a salad dressing, it is used on salads. That's the most likely thing, but also because it has that very similar flavor profile to the burger sauce, to the Russian dressing, you can use it on burgers. You can use it as a sandwich spread. Because the mayonnaise is the base, that makes it like a thick spreadable kind of sauce, especially if you do a little bit of extra mayonnaise. And then there's all those other flavors on there. So it can be used for those things. And some people use it as a dip for French fries. That is also really tasty. So to make Thousand Island dressing, what you're going to do is get out a bowl and mix together a half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of your relish of choice, and then a teaspoon of vinegar. You can do apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And then you mix that up, and then you can add some hot sauce, salt, and pepper to taste. I don't add the salt and pepper first because the relish and the ketchup both have some salt in them. So I like to kind of mix it all up first together and see how it is, and then do the salt, pepper, and the hot sauce at that point. You mix that all up until smooth and all the same color, and then you store it in an airtight container in the fridge for up to a week. Okay, I will put the link to this recipe in the show notes for this podcast episode, or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there. Everything there is arranged by date, so it's helpful to know that today is May 27th of 2025, and I only just realized what the date was now. It is my parents' wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. And here is to all that Russian dressing and Thousand Island dressing that you spread on all those Reuben sandwiches at the restaurants all those years. They were the best Reubens ever, I swear. My dad sliced the corned beef to order right there in the deli part of the restaurant, and my mom grilled up the sandwiches. So good. Okay, I am Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, the all-new chicken cookbook, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.